Welcome to Examalist. So in our last lecture, we studied all about the conservation of momentum, and we talked about the elastic and inelastic collision. Okay. So let me tell you something about elastic and inelastic collision. So consider you have two masses, and consider these are hard masses. Okay. So these are inelastic objects. These are not at all elastic. So if these two objects which are very much hard and say both have same mass m, if they are made to move towards each other with a velocity v, then the consequence is that they will stick with each other. Okay, this is the most probable consequence because they are not elastic. Now consider two rubber balls. Now two rubber balls of same mass m, okay, and consider these rubber balls are moving towards each other with same velocity v. Then what happens is the final stage is, so I'll draw intermediate stages later on. So the final stage is that these two rubber balls, they undergo elastic collision and then they will move away from each other with a unique velocity v, and this velocity v is same as the velocity v with which they were approaching. So why is that in inelastic collision they stick and in elastic collision they move in opposite direction? So let us see what are the intermediate stages in an elastic collision. What happens is when these two balls come close to each other, okay, they squeeze each other. What happens? They get squeezed. One ball tries to squeeze the other. So one form is like this. So this form is where they are squeezing each other. Now the next form is where they have squeezed each other enough. Okay, you see in this diagram, what I've done is I've shown you that they have squeezed each other enough. If I can zoom this part, then I can explain better. Okay, so this is ball one and this is another ball, and they have squeezed each other. Now once they have squeezed each other too much, so let me make it look better so that the two ball they look equal. Okay, so let me, okay, now so once they have squeezed each other enough, now what happens? Once the complete squeeze is done, now these two balls they want to expand and gain their original shape, as a result of which, after the complete squeeze has been done, they try to expand, and when they try to expand they put force to each other in this direction. Okay, so what is the next stage? The next stage is they are trying to expand against each other. Okay, and the forces here are acting in the opposite direction. Okay, see, while squeezing, when they were squeezing each other, the forces were acting in this direction. Okay, so this force was given by ball 1 on ball 2, as a result of which it was squeezing ball 2, and there was a force that ball 2 gave on ball 1 that was squeezing ball 1. After the complete squeeze has been done here, then they try to expand. At this position, the ball have been squeezed completely, and now they are trying to expand. So when they're trying to expand, now the forces change direction, and the forces change direction here. And finally, what is the conclusion? These forces they create acceleration in the ball. Agreed? And then finally, these two ball completely expand after pushing each other, and then they move towards the opposite direction with speed v. So this is the difference between elastic and inelastic collision. In inelastic collision, no squeezing happens, just they hit each other, all the energy has vanished in terms of heat, and they stick. In elastic collision, when they approach each other, they first squeeze each other to the maximum, and then after squeezing each other to the maximum they try to expand by pushing each other away, and this push again restores a velocity v that they initially had, but now this velocity v acts in the other direction, in the reverse direction. Agreed? So this is how the collision takes place. So remember this squeeze and expand, just remember this part. We'll use this explanation to explain one more um, collision. Okay, so what is the thing you need to remember? You need to remember the squeeze part and then the expand part. So the squeeze and the expand, they decide what will be the final velocity. Agreed? So now we'll move on to talk about 1D collision in the next lecture.